Hey everyone, it is Jonah, and I am back with another video. And today we're going to be going over Team Kelly power rankings and battle pairing predictions. And yeah, I'm very excited for Team Kelly. Team Kelly is absolutely stacked this year. I think after you get probably past the first two and the bottom two here, I think anybody from 8 on could make the live shows, and I could very well sing in the live shows. This is going to be a very, very, very interesting battles for me, and I think that there's too much talent on Team Kelly, and I think we'll end up seeing someone go home from Team Kelly that we don't want to see go home that early on the show, sadly. But yeah, so before I get this video, guys, if you guys like the voice and like my videos, please feel free to subscribe down below for more content. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm going to be reacting to the voice all season long, as well as doing these power ranking videos. So if you guys like the voice, please give this video a like and subscribe down below for more content. I would greatly appreciate it. So yeah, let's get right into this video. So these are just my opinions. If you guys would like to leave a comment about maybe what your opinions are, please feel free to drop a comment, and I would love to respond and talk with you. So yeah, so let's go ahead and start this video. So at 10, I have Casper. So he had a decent voice, but I think that with me there was a lot of pitch issues, and I think that he is unique because he played like at least 3 instruments in his audition, which I thought was very cool. But I think from a vocal standpoint, the show's called The Voice, right? And I don't think he'll end up making it through past this round, sadly. Past this next round. I think that he has a nice voice. I love the song choice, but I think that it was just kind of pitch issues a little bit, and I just feel like he doesn't necessarily have the voice that would make him go farther on the show. That's just my opinion on it, sadly, but yeah. At 9, I have Ainae. So Ainae, again, is someone who I think could potentially get past the knockouts, but because of how stacked Team Kelly is, I just don't know. She has a nice voice, and she was the last spot on Team Kelly this season. Because of how talented she is, she can definitely do a lot of runs, but I think that maybe if she's on another team, she would have a better chance of moving forward on the show. But because she's on Team Kelly, I do think that we will see her go home. I think there's just a lot of unknowns with her about maybe if she has any more to give, any more surprises up her sleeve, and I just don't think that she has. Just from like a standpoint of how stacked Team Kelly is, that's what I think. But yeah. So this next one, this is someone that I love the song choice from her. I thought she did a great job. But because she's on Team Kelly, she's this low. This is gonna be Savanna Woods, and she's sang "Zombie" by the Cranberries. I love that song. It shows emotion and range, and it can kind of show raspiness in a way when you get to the chorus, and that's what Savanna showed here. And I just don't know if she has anything up her sleeve. I'm a huge fan of her voice, and if she does, then I think that she can go farther on the show. But I just don't know if she has any more to give, and that's why she's lower on this list. But she's phenomenal. I think that she was on any other team, she'd probably crack my top 5. So, yeah. Then at 7, I have Gihanna Zoe. And Gihanna, she's saying she used to be mine. She did it amazingly, but again, Team Kelly just absolutely stacked. She was phenomenal. I just don't know if she has more power in her voice. She's someone to watch out for on this show. But I think just from a standpoint of not knowing what else she can do, that's why she's in the bottom half. But again, I think if she was on any other team, she'd have a much better chance to move on to the live shows. But yeah. At 6, we have Halley Greg. Halley, this is someone who I thought I would be ranked a little higher, but again, Team Kelly is absolutely amazing this year. Where do I begin with Halley? When I reacted to her, I didn't know the song at all. I didn't really know what I was getting into, but I mean, it was just amazing what she did, and she completely made the song her own. She got all the judges just drawn into that performance. She was a one-chair turn for Kelly only, and I think that was because all the coaches were already full at the point. They kind of showed the production from like the production standpoint. It was at the end, but they showed the video or her audition earlier on in the auditions than it actually happened in real life. But I just love her voice a lot, and I think that she just draws you in. It makes you emotional. She just tells a story while she's singing. A lot of range, a lot of just vocal chops. And I think she's somebody that I would love to see in the live shows, because I think that she's going to that has potential to go far on the show. But she also, I think, could end up being like a Rain Stern this season also, where I think both of those two artists will end up being just phenomenal, unique talents who end up going home too soon, sadly. Especially for Halley, because she's on Team Kelly. I just think that she will end up going home too soon, which makes me pretty upset about that. But I do think that Halley she drew me in. If you guys have not watched my reaction video to Halley Greg, please go give that video a watch, because I was just mind blown by her. It was just amazing. Like, I was just like in awe. So yeah. At 5, I have Ainae Grace. And Ainae Grace is singing a Billie Eilish song. She absolutely did an amazing job, but again, on Team Kelly here. She has just fantastic range, tone. I think that she's also pretty young too. But I think she's somebody that we can end up seeing in the live shows down the road. But I just don't know if like, what else she can do. I think if she has a lot of power, then she definitely is somebody who I think could be going pretty far in this show. So yeah. At 4, I have Kenzie Wheeler. Again, this is somebody who is absolutely amazing in the audition rounds. But again, Team Kelly just stacked, and he's somebody that I think could end up beating Blake with a country. I think Kelly could beat Blake with a country artist yet again, and could be the person right here. I thought Kelly did a great job by blocking Blake from getting Kenzie. I think that was a great use of the block, and I'm glad that Kenzie chose Kelly. I think that outside of Blake, Kelly is the next best option for country. Not just from the standpoint of how she kind of does country, and she lived in Texas, but also because she's won twice already with country artists. Like, she's won the show 3 times with Bryn, Chevelle, and Jake Hoot. Jake and Chevelle were both country artists, which is pretty amazing to me that Kelly has won with 2 country artists, even though majority of them picked Blake. So I thought that was just kind of a funny thing to bring up. But yeah, at 3 here, Corey Ward. Corey Ward sang the heck out of one of my favorite songs ever. Very emotional. I'm surprised that he has that kind of a voice after not getting a church turn last season. But I think for him, it's a matter of choosing the right songs for future rounds, because he chose the wrong song 2 seasons ago. And I think if he does that again, that he could end up going home, right? I think that he needs to pick songs that fit his voice very well, and I think that he's someone to watch out for on this show. He made me very emotional. He drew me into the story he was telling, and I can't wait to hear more from him down the road. So yeah. At 2, I have Ryleigh Modig. Ryleigh Modig, she's absolutely amazing. She sang When the Party's Over. She did a phenomenal job. She drew me in. She made me emotional. She has very amazing runs. Just has a very great stage presence about her, and I think that the range and power that she has behind her voice could propel her pretty far on the show. So yeah. At 1, I have Gean Garcia, and Gean, amazing talent. Probably, he was the most surprised I was this season from reactions, because like I saw the name before, like in the person in the thumbnail before I even watched the performance, and I was like, okay, this is me, a guy, right? This person started singing. I'm like, this is a female. Like, there's no way this is a guy. And I was still shocked. I even knew his name and saw him, and I still thought it was a girl when I was hearing the singing. It's just amazing. And I think that this is going to be someone that could go pretty far on the show. And I can't wait to hear what he does next. So yeah, I think for him also, though, song choice is a big thing. And I think that he has to pick the right song, especially on Team Kelly, for anybody. Once we get to those knockouts, if you're on Team Kelly still and you don't pick the right song, you're probably going to go home. And which it could happen to anybody, right? But yeah, so now let's get into my battle pairing prediction. So the sneak peek for the battles this week was a Team Kelly performance, so I do know at least one pairing already, and that's Gean and Ryleigh, which I was honestly not very surprised about from a closeness to voices, but from like, you just heard my pair rankings. These are 1 and 2 from Team Kelly, in my opinion, right? And that's going to be an amazing battle. And I can't wait to hear more from each of them. I want to hear Gean. I think Gean will end up prevailing in this one just because of how unique his tone is, but I think that Ryleigh will be stolen by at least one person, if not multiple. Like, if they're showing this first, in the first week, there's potential for multiple people to be stealing, so we'll see. And then, second pairing, another pair between two people who are also like kind of in my top 5. We have Corey Ward and Ainae Grace. I thought they both. For the reason why I think that this could be a good pairing is because I think they both have similar voices, and they're both very emotional, have similar tones, and both people who I think have more power than what they necessarily showed in the blinds. I think that both those people could be a good pairing together. So yeah, my next pairing is going to be Kenzie Wheeler and JD Casper. Now, honestly, Kenzie could probably get paired with anybody because there's not really another country artist on Team Kelly. But I think that just from a standpoint of like who is most maybe near country, it's probably JD Casper or Savanna Woods. But I do think that Kenzie Wheeler will end up getting paired with JD Casper, and I think Kenzie will probably take this probably pretty easily in my opinion. But yeah, next one, Halley Greg and Savanna Woods. This is going to be one that this happens, one to watch. And I think that, sadly, I just don't know. I think Halley's voice, I need to hear more power from her voice, from a more upbeat song from her. But I love Halley's voice a lot. I was memorized by her, but I just don't know if she's going to go far on the show or not. So, I don't know. And the last one, Gihanna Zoe versus Ainae. They're both kind of have similar voices. They're both kind of young and do a lot of runs. I think they match up pretty well. So that's why I have them as my 5th pairing. So yeah. Top 3 that I think can make it to the lives on Team Kelly. Honestly, a lot of these people can. But I'm going to go with Ryleigh Modig, Kenzie Wheeler, and Corey Ward, with Gean Garcia being a close 3rd. Or a close 4th, right? And I think that really anybody on Team Kelly can make it to the live shows. But obviously I only think 3 and then 4 with the steal for the knockouts are going to be able to make it through. And then person I think most likely get stolen, the loser of Gean and Ryleigh for sure. And then if Corey and Ainae happen, that could be a steal potentially too. And then from a save standpoint, I think Halley Greg and Savanna Woods is most likely to be a save for me if that pairing happens, just because they're both really unique talents who may overperform Kelly's expectations. So one thing I do want to mention is that Kelsey Ballerini is going to be the one picking for Team Kelly during the battles. Kelly, I think when the battles were shot, she was sick. And because of all with COVID and stuff, you can never be too careful, whatever, right? So Kelsey's going to be the one picking, right? And if she's purely the one picking, this is going to be very interesting to me because she didn't hear anybody in the Bun audition, so she's truly picking off of just the Bun auditions. But if Kelly is somehow listening in on this and hearing all the performances too, and then telling Kelsey to pick, then maybe it will go off of the Bun auditions too. But I think that's definitely something to watch out for, is how Kelsey's going to pick. Is she going to pick off of her own decisions or pick off of what Kelly wants her to pick? Like, if she's picking off of what Kelly tells her, like, over FaceTime or something stupid. But, yeah, I think Kelly's team is one to watch out for on the show, and I think that Kelly and Blake have the 2 best teams going into the battles. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I'll be back with more videos later. Thank you, guys.